Boink.
I'm looking to next time I give some free change. I'm looking at picking up like an LED panel that I can mount to the back of my desk, so I don't have just straight overhead lighting, which makes it a little more difficult to deal with having a green screen behind me.
Excellent connection.
Where do you get free change? 'Cause I want some of that.
Chat and
I just go check other people's couch cushions.
Oh, okay.
That works.
They come home from work.
What are you doing in here? This isn't your house.
Just
He's got a bag with a dollar sign on it full of quarters.
wearing a monocle.
He
and a
hits
top
them
hat.
over the head and kills them.
All right, guys, let's get this thing rolling. We are live on YouTube.
They called me old
Hello,
Uncle
everybody.
Moneybag.
Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes podcast. I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play Call of Cthulhu, a sci-fi horror role-playing game. Your investigators of the unknown are Brian as Jack.
Just Jack. Just Jack.
Just Jack. Gabe as Roy.
I'm just excited that people are going to see just how much Jeremy has to edit out again.
No, please. And Matt as Rocky.
Bloopers. Bloopers everywhere.
Gonna need tissue. Welcome back, players. How are you, and how has your summer been?
Really?
Peachy.
Peachy summer.
It's still 2020.
You know.
Oh, really? Dang.
Oh, shoot. I
That's
just
summer.
dated this episode.
It's current year, guys. Come on.
It's current year.
A lot of home projects have been done. I'll just put it at that.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a weird summer. I drained the pool today, so
Gross.
it's actually sitting up on some sawhorses, and I'm gonna pack it away tomorrow into the garage. So
Do your last magic trick of the summer.
presto!
Haha,
Saw the
no
pool in
legs
half.
for storage.
Listeners, if you would like to provide feedback or praise, or just say hi, drop us a letter from beyond on Twitter at Lovecrafttapes, or join our Discord server at discord.lovecrafttapes.com. And guys, we have a bunch of letters from beyond, which I'm really happy about. But
Ooh.
we had a long break,
We have-
so
26 letters?
pretty much, yeah. It's one for every week. Okay, I got a bunch here, so I'm just gonna rattle them off for us. And I'll start with the early stuff here. Laura Alpha says, "Hey guys, I just wanted to thank you so much for your podcast. Not only is it hilarious, but all your voices are soothing. Yes, that sounds weird, but hear me out. I'm a night shift nurse who struggles to fall and stay asleep during the daytime. Your podcast is perfect. The mix of voices, the delicate music at the beginning, and of course, the storylines are just amazing. I started listening probably 4 or 5 months ago, and I recently realized you guys were still making content. I'm so incredibly glad. A+ work, seriously."
Hey, baby. I'm just trying to give you a nice soothe.
Who wants
Thank
to
you.
go
Just
right?
no idea.
the soothing sound of my voice.
I don't think I've heard anybody ever say that our voices are soothing. Piercing, yes.
I hear that Roy's angry voice is soothing all the time.
Puts me right to sleep.
But thank you very much for your kind words.
Thank you. Thank you,
I
Laura.
think we need to bring back the ASMR craft tapes.
Oh, God. Chris Halliday says, "I've finally caught up, having binged the show over the last few weeks. Thanks for making lockdown so much more fun. Love the banter, the spooky fun, and the recommendos. Keep up the great work, guys."
Whatever work I want to keep up. No, thank you.
Keep it up, Brian. Yeah,
It's-
keep it up.
We're playing
the
keep
great
up.
work. Great work.
It's exhausting.
Exactly.
My great
Thank
work.
you, Chris. Appreciate that.
Yes.
Ali says, "Hello, I'm a fan of the Lovecraft tapes and Screen Doors from Turkey, and I've been listening to the podcast a bit longer than a year. I recently reached the current final episode, so while I wait, I decided to finally write a letter from beyond.
Ooh.
This podcast was the best thing to listen to during the pandemic, still is, because it made the whole situation more tolerable with the great stories and hilarious jokes. I couldn't play RPGs or D&D during the pandemic, but I was thinking of creating a chaotic evil character for the next time, and listening to Roy gave me lots of inspiration for it, such as how I should be acting. Also, this is the first RPG podcast I listened to, which is very unfortunate because it raised my standards too high when it comes to Cthulhu RPGs. One big reason is the sound quality. It is amazing, and the language is very understandable for everyone. I'm not a native speaker, and I can hear and understand things clearly even when there's a sound effect. The recommendations at the end of the episodes are very useful, and the made-up product advertisements at the beginning of the episodes are really fun to listen to. They're not made up, sorry. I don't remember how I discovered this podcast, but it's the best thing I've ever discovered, probably, either this or Screen Doors. Keep up the good work, and can't wait for the next episodes. Cheers.
That is amazing. That's
I
really
hate
cool.
to say it.
All right.
If you think Screen Doors are better than this podcast, you're wrong.
See, the reason why he doesn't remember finding us is because I have an international squad of chipmunks I pay to sneak into people's bedrooms at night and just subscribe to our podcast on their phone while they're sleeping.
Yeah,
true.
I don't remember subscribing to this piece of shit, but okay. Give it a try.
They get a peanut every time they get a subscriber.
A what?
So. They get a peanut every time they get a subscriber.
what?
So they get a peanut every time they get a
what?
subscriber. So
Peanut.
Oh,
Moving on. John says, new to the podcast, but I love it already. Just wondering if you have PDF copies of your Keeper scenarios. I would love to try your Lights, Camera, Chaos scenario as my first Keeper role. And I did respond to John and let him know that Lights, Camera, Chaos was actually a published scenario. And I can't remember exactly where that was from, but it's a few years old. And I'm trying to remember, who did we interview, Gabe?
Yeah.
The first gentleman there.
oh, the very first interview,
the
yeah.
first one was Scott Dorward,
I don't think it was Scott. It was the other gentleman.
and it was Michael Lavoisier.
Michael Lavoisier, I believe, was the one who wrote that. And you can find it online. I think it's called The Thin Man. I believe that's the name of the actual scenario. I use Lights, Camera, Chaos for my own purposes. So
In other news, if you write Call of Cthulhu scenarios and you want to be on the show, we have an opening for the next episode of Talking Tapes.
that's true.
Just saying.
All right, moving on. Ruin Ortega says, compelling and binge-worthy, 5 stars. As a rookie keeper, I was looking for a podcast to listen to for inspiration and affirmation of gameplay rules. Listening to this series from the beginning is a true delight because their evolution mirrors what many role players go through, starting with a modest understanding of the rules and slowly gaining confidence. In the case of LT, Lovecraft Tapes, this holds true with the added bonus of the creation of highly personable storytelling and likable characters. While it may not have the polish of other Cthulhu podcasts, which often embellish the recording, this is to the benefit of this particular program as it maintains verisimilitude.
Today's word of the week is
Verisimilitude.
Oh,
I'm really starting to feel like Santa and Miracle on 34th Street here.
Oh, that's nice.
precious.
Well, thank you, Ruin Ortega. We appreciate the 5-star
Thank you.
review on Apple. It was very nice of you. And we appreciate that. Yeah, we know we're not perfect, but if...
Well,
yeah, Brian is, but the rest of us, we suck. He's basically
Yeah.
carrying us, so...
true. You guys are heavy.
Thomas D.Y. 1987 says, By the Dark Ones, 5 stars. I was skeptical in the first episode. Wasn't sure if this one was going to be worth my time. Gave you guys an even chance and finished the first episode. Have since binged the series and I'm just starting chapter 10. Amazing story. Enough surprises to keep me guessing no matter how sure I am I know where things are going. Funny enough to keep me entertained and disarm my adrenaline responses to the story. Amazing work, gentlemen. No matter what negative reviews you do get, not many I bet, just remember the golden rule of tabletop gaming. If the game is fun, the rules and opinions of others don't matter. Keep it up, Brian. Keep the terror coming. Be as dedicated as Dan, as honorable as Jack, and as straightforward as Roy. Keep your screen door hung straight.
Always hung straight. What? The screen doors. I had to.
Keep it up.
Okay.
Personally, I don't get any negative reviews.
I've just rewired my brain so that anything negative comes across as a compliment.
I love condiments.
They're delicious and minty.
Honey
Finally. Cameron Jarrell says, or Jarrell, Cameron Jarrell, in Case 8, Episode 10, you pretended to have lag, and I pulled out my phone wondering what was going on. I'm currently binging the podcast, and I'm obsessed. I normally listen while walking to class, and I often find myself laughing to myself in a crowd of other students. It's a scene that would fit perfectly into one of your commercials. Keep up the great work. I look forward to listening for a long, long time to come. So I'd like to announce today this will be our last episode.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Sorry, guys, but we want to quit while we're behind.
Just kidding.
Behind.
Just kidding.
I'm going to start a new podcast where I just record my part reacting to things that aren't happening.
Gabe, when are we branching out and making the Matt and Gabe show a thing?
That's been a thing for years.
Oh, no, you're right. That is.
You just haven't been a
We're
part of it.
not supposed to be talking about it in front of these two.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No, that's fine. We know you guys have been a thing for years.
Mm-hmm. We support you.
We do.
I'm freaking holding you all up.
And dragging us across the finish line.
Whoa.
Power bottom?
Power wash my bottom. This show is brought to you in part by our generous fans and supporters on patreon.com/Lovecraft Tapes. And we're going to thank those folks right now because I have a list of people to thank. We use cookies. Okay, thanks a lot, buddy. But first, I need to sign into Patreon.
So does the dark side.
Cookies.
Who's that guy?
All
So
right.
my recommendo for today is
Yeah, exactly.
Cookies.
All
Cookies
right.
are my recommendo for the day.
Thank you very much. We're going to start off with our top person, the Demir Lobotomists. Jordy Rose, Kyle K. Walker, the eldest Barry, Kyle Sherman, Michael Schuler, Amanda Power, Chris Parker, Jefferson Bell, Elizabeth Grieve, Brittany Davis, Olda Polkert, Snow, Phil Dickinson, Dom Driver, Liz Moonberry, Frank Delventhal, Brownie Davis, Jeremy Griffith, Stephen Gregory, Shosuro Ajo, Robert Jameson, Daniel Hissey, Mitch L., Eric Zane, David Winterman, Mal, Daniel Caprone, Quizzic, John May, Wouter Ramayan, Marty Dixon, Davinia Von Zarevich, Malumber 57 Yog, Nathan Crow, Eric Phillips, Boston Harbor Horror, Eric Sederberg, Gregory Schumacher, sorry, I always screw him up, Gregory Schmucker, Hoser _21, Holden Omans, Jeffrey Young, Phil Campbell, John Emray, Nicholas Hutto, A.E. Jones, A.E. Jonesy, a.k.a. Grave Jones. Boy, I can really spit that out, can I? Bifford, Andrew Petty, Ineptus Astartes, Justin Levac, a.k.a. Beyond Peril, AJ Ake, oh man, I really screwed that one up, Manic B Media, Rolling Boxcard, Tiantai, Alexandra Kroska. So thanks, guys. Appreciate that. And we could not do the kind of podcast that we do without your assistance. So
we're sorry.
thank you very much. And I hope you're able to tune into this live broadcast. And right now, this is only for you.
Don't show anybody else.
All right, guys. Before we
First
begin,
rule of the live broadcast is you don't show anybody the live broadcast.
That's right. Or else.
Before we begin, we need to take a quick commercial break. All right, guys, roll D100. You know how this works.
Actually, I
I'm
don't.
still wrong.
Nice.
How do you
nice,
roll dice?
nice.
It's been too long.
What's a dice?
What is dice?
Can I just roll my D100? And
Lovely.
you take
Okay,
my
so
word
here's
for it?
what's going to happen, guys. We're going to do the highest roller, which is Matt. You're going to be the seller. The lowest one is going to be the straight man. That's Gabe.
Oh, so we didn't know how it worked because you changed it.
I did.
I feel cheated.
Take it away.
You guys are so good together, though. I mean, it's been years.
Hey,
Me.
Gabe.
Which Gabe?
Gabe.
There's like 6 of us right here.
All of you.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
ever, have you ever walked into a situation thinking, the lay of the land, but at the last second it realizes that the person in charge changed everything and just decided not to tell you, and now you're just like, whoa.
I'm usually sitting when it happens, but I relate to this.
Yeah. So it's a terrible situation to be in. Nobody likes that whatsoever. You get the wool pulled over your eyes, you get sprung through the spring and the sproing. But tell you what, I know how to fix that. You want to know how to fix that?
Yes,
'Cause I'm
tell
going to
me
tell you how to fix
immediately.
that.
Tell me now.
So here's what you're going to do. You're just going to quit. I mean, that's really the best option. You just leave. You just walk out the door. It solves most of life's problems, really.
Okay,
someone
but how much
being
does
mean.
this cost?
Oh, it only costs your friends, your family, all of your personal social connections, any kind of relationship you have with anyone else, your sanity, maybe a kidney. Depends.
So
Not
it's
my
free.
depends.
Yeah. No, it's free. I'm doing you a solid this time.
Now, what other kinds of things can I quit from? Yeah, I already walked out on my family and career, but what other things can I quit out of?
Okay, so I'm really not supposed to tell you this, but I do know a guy who knows a way to quit the big one. Life.
The big one.
Oh, whew.
I mean, who wants to live anyway? It costs money. It's no fun at all. I mean, who wants to adult from day to day?
Living is
So here's
kind
what
of
you do.
expensive.
Yeah, so you know what you do? You hop a train down to the Antarctic, okay? You walk out to the middle of nowhere. You strip down and you just lay down in the snow and you just, you freeze. And then in a couple 100 years, they're going to find you there and be like, what? And then they unfreeze you and you're in a better world because that's how it works.
Yeah.
You're in the future. And, according to everything I know from Hollywood, the future is always better than the present.
I've only ever seen Encino Man.
Ooh.
Is it like that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just make sure you bring your seashells with you.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I'm going to get quitting right now. There's the off button.
And we're back. What'd you guys think of that product and or service?
I want 6 quits.
Oh, we were in it. So I
Well,
thought that
they
the
don't
old
know
rule
that,
said
though.
that the people who are in it don't have
They-
to
no.
react to it.
No.
Oh, you changed the rules twice.
No, it's always been a different commercial, so you're commenting on that, not what you just did.
If
Well,
I
hey,
recall
Gabe,
the
you
rule
hear about this thing called
beforehand.
I'm out of here. See you later. You're on your own.
You're in?
Town.
Well, I've had dreams about that product and or service for many years. Much like you guys have been a thing. It starts with me running through a twilight field, the tall grass whipping my outstretched arms.
Ooh.
As I run faster and faster, I can feel my feet begin to float above the ground until I'm pushing at the hard-packed earth with only my toe tips. And I know, deep in my soul, that if I can just go a little faster, I can take flight. And it's at that very same moment of transcendent realization that I am awakened by the buzzer going off on my product and or service. Damn you, product and or service. Damn you straight to hell.
Product and service is not.
The agent that I got between scenarios told me that I shouldn't endorse these products.
No, what I told you is that you need to get paid up front.
Get paid.
Usually don't get paid at all.
Paid for full frontal.
gotta
is
get
what I
paid.
heard.
Nice.
I mean, it depends on how much you're willing to pay. I mean,
I'm
Gabe is
talking
pretty
about
flexible.
diapers. It
Depends.
depends.
Hey, Gabe, how do you feel about diapers?
I quit.
I'm a big fan. I mean, no comment.
I feel full.
I'm a big no comment. Now, dear investigators, we begin case 11, Haunted Heart. Previously on the Lovecraft tapes. Our 3 dauntless Delta Green agents solved the mystery of Clyde Bauman, as best they could anyway, but opened up a whole other can of writhing, grasping worms in the process. The strange items discovered at the secluded cabin only served to mystify the investigators, even while allowing a brief glimpse of a possible fate at the hands, or maybe tentacles, of an alien being called the Filler of Space. A control officer, Jacqueline, turned out to be a double agent for the mysterious Omega Red organization, responsible for the sabotage of the Cathartic Arena, though for very personal reasons. A new entity named Legion, appearing in the form of their old companion Detox, has appeared on the scene too, enticing our trio with the promise of sweet relief and a reunion with everyone they thought lost. Jack. They say whatever doesn't kill you only makes you stronger.
Who says that?
That might be true, but while you're struggling to recover, the crushing pain seems almost insurmountable. Like a tidal wave that towers overhead, getting bigger and bigger as it approaches, sucking the sand from beneath your feet. This is how you describe your mental state to the therapists, and they listen, heads nodding in empathy, prodding you with innocuous queries when you grow quiet. And so it goes for over half a year, until finally you begin to feel somewhat human again. You've heard through the grapevine that Jacqueline has been transferred to another facility, presumably held for treasonous behavior. When you're finally able to re-enter the gym, you recognize few faces. The new fitness coordinator is a stranger. But it does feel good to throw yourself back into routine, strengthening slack muscles, clearing your mind of lingering questions that will never receive concrete answers. Development phase. All right, let's get at it. So we're going to pull up
Development in the
Brian's
house.
Jack's character sheet. And
Okay, Gabe, let's pull up Brian's Jack's character sheet.
yeah, pull up his character sheet, guys. I'm
Pull
going
up
to
my
pull up the
Jack.
development phase. So, Brian, you know how this goes.
I do.
You are going to roll D100 for each skill that you have checked. If you get
You
over
develop.
that, you're going to yes, you're going to develop. So we're going to start off with Fighting Brawl is the first one that you.
Yeah, I see it. It's on my
There
sheet.
it is.
I'm going
I can
to
never remember
roll
when
now.
we're developing. Is it the orange juice or the milk first?
Right.
It's the
Exactly.
orange milk.
The orange milk. It's the blue milk.
Oh, I only drank green space titty milk.
All right. So,
Sorry.
Bri, what you get?
Today's. I didn't get anything yet.
All right.
I got a 21, which is
All
underneath
right.
what I needed. So uncheck that and
Yep.
add 50.
Nope.
No?
So you
Oh.
had 99. You had
Okay.
99.
All right, next up is firearms. You are currently
One
at
of those
64,
things.
so you need 64 over 64.
Luftballons.
Luftballons. You
I
did
got a
not get it.
54. That counts.
Uncheck that, please. Let's move on to intimidate. You have a 15%. You should be able to.
I don't know if I really want to roll 100
Get a 1.
to intimidate them. I got 31.
Yay! All right, go ahead and roll me D10, please.
100 of them.
Oh,
come on.
boo!
I got
That's what you get
one.
for fucking around, buddy. All right, so your intimidate goes up to 16.
You.
All questions are wrong.
It sucks.
All
to
right,
be
moving on.
you.
Listen, 30 over 35 is what you need.
Listen.
Listen. 88.
Yay! D10, please.
Oh, I thought he was mad at us for a second.
I know. Listen. A 2.
Two, boo.
Hey, that's better than the one.
37.
My
you go
dice
up
are
to?
broken.
All right.
At least you didn't get a
And
0.
Spot hidden. This is going to be a rough roll. 77.
Yes. Oh, it's rough.
Rough.
53.
No go.
Just
And
double check it.
throw is a 20.
75.
Yay, D10.
Oh, a D10.
All
A 3. It's
That's
getting
not
better.
bad.
One
Yeah,
at a time.
1, 2, 3. So 23 on your throw. That's a little bit better. And you got
You just
some
need to roll like 6 more
Correct.
times and you're good.
58. Yay! D10.
76.
So now you're going to roll a 4.
A 7.
Ooh, nice. So you're going to go up to 65 on your track. Very, very good.
Nice.
I like that.
There it is.
6d5.
All right.
No, I was wrong.
Now, next up, we're going to do some gain sanity through self-help.
Oh.
And I don't think any of your skills attain 90%. Have they yet? I don't think
I don't
Nope,
think
you're
so.
you're good.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and
That was sinister.
we actually we went through your key connection, and we
Yeah.
determined your previous key connection was who is behind the face,
Right.
imposter syndrome.
Imposter.
And we decided that you probably confronted that,
Yeah.
and so you're available to make a sanity roll, and if it's equal or under your sanity, you get to gain some sanity.
Ooh, cool.
Okay, so you're gonna roll some sand.
All right. I got a hard success.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and roll d6.
Oh, I just closed that. I'm
You
sorry.
rolled a 7. Wait.
Yeah,
D6. I got a 4.
nicely done. All right, so go ahead and increase your sanity by 4.
Which one?
This is going to be, I think it's the middle one, isn't it?
Is it the middle
Yeah,
one?
because you can't edit the either left or right outside
Yep.
boxes.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
guessing it's
Nice. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
got 78.
Good guess, Matt.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah, exactly right.
Guess
So
by
I think-
elimination. I am guessing.
All right, so that is good. And
Cool.
now we're going to try to recover some luck. So go ahead and give me a luck roll.
All right. Yeah, I
Holy-
got a 1, a critical
You did a
success.
15, rolled a 1 critical. Holy shit.
That should
well,
give me
there goes
all of the
every
luck
single
back.
roll for the rest of the fucking campaign.
Right.
Thanks a lot.
Now I roll a D100.
Yes, please. Oh, I apologize. Luck was
What?
supposed to be over.
Oh,
So
that's
you do not get to increase your luck.
there.
So
So then I didn't get to increase the other one then either because that was a successful roll. Which means under,
No,
correct?
if equal, I'm
Sanity
sorry,
is the only one that's equal or under.
Yeah.
Everything else is over.
correct.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Well- Sorry, guys. I have 15 luck, so I'm not helping with anything this scenario.
Okay. So we've gone ahead and we've decided that you have enough time to train. So
Okay.
what I need you to do
Choo choo.
is choose a. What was that?
Choo choo.
You said you didn't have time to train, so I said
train,
choo choo.
choose.
Yeah.
So you can choose one skill
Okay.
that you're going to train at. Now I'm gonna tell you guys something now. Okay. All three of you gentlemen are very low. Well, not all of you. I'm sorry. One of you is actually pretty decent in history, but two of you
history.
have 5, which is the minimum.
Yeah.
I think Rocky probably has some history.
Yeah, I have a 25.
Rocky.
So that might be
Nerd.
okay, but if you wanted to lean that direction, it
How
wouldn't
much?
hurt
How
you
much
too
could I possibly raise it by though?
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to roll, and if you get over, you get to gain 1d10.
Okay, so 1 in my roll.
Well, that depends.
I've already got a 1.
So choose a skill.
You blew
that
through our
wanna train
allotments
in.
of ones for the entire
Yeah.
game. Good job.
Yeah.
What sounds good to you?
Arts and crafts. You crocheted the whole time.
Drive
I'm trying
auto.
to see if
What?
there's
I
something
worked on my needle point.
that I can bolster that could help everybody.
Appraise.
Ah. Well, I have.
I know we're all
I have
dying in a
50
horrible fire,
in-
but I made this really nice needle point.
I have a 50 in language and a 50 in library use, so those are fairly decent. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance.
Mhm.
Um,
You could
Coin flip.
You could also do a skill that's not listed. So
Okay.
things like animal handling, arts and crafts,
Artillery.
science,
hmm,
hypnosis,
go for
Portuguese.
the artillery.
Yeah, but the max I could
different
get would be
language.
10,
Different
correct?
language. Read lips, survival. You know,
Okay,
so there's a bit there.
gotcha.
And you're already really good at spot hidden. Your list.
Yeah, spot hidden I focus on heavily, yeah. Let's see here.
I guess climb wouldn't be a terrible thing because
Yeah.
that sort of makes sense for your character.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Your computer
if I
use
were to
sucks. You could have been
Jump.
training on that.
Yeah.
You're at the min on that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do climb. That's
Okay,
that's
cool.
something that can always be used for
Nice. So go ahead and roll D100. You need over a 24.
85.
Roll D10.
10.
Increase your climb to
Dun, dun,
34.
dun.
Yeah. Pretty dang good.
Nice.
All right. And then the final thing we need to do for you, sir, is let's discuss your new key connection.
Okay.
So,
The reanimation without explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so go ahead and talk about that.
That is something that scares me to my core. That most everything that I've experienced, I could explain away or rationalize in some way to where I'm not going to lose it. But seeing into his eyes and seeing the number glowing inside of them,
Rockies.
yeah, was. I can't get that image out of my head, even after the 6 months of therapy. It still wakes me up.
And knowing that he was dead.
Yes.
And then you turn your
And
back.
I don't
somehow-
want that to happen to me. If I go, I don't want to come back. I can't come back.
Okay.
I won't come back.
Sometimes dead is better.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
My key connection is necromancy when Jack dies.
Oops. Oopsie doodly daisy. All right, sir. I think we are done with Jack. So let's go ahead and move on. I got a little intro for Roy.
Oops.
Roy, these past 7 months have been bittersweet. Thanks to the tender ministrations of Dr. Beatrice Gordon and her nigh on miraculous glowing green medicine, your wounds have healed wondrously. And with the able assistance of Quincy Q. Quince, you've managed to secure a position as Assistant Deputy Director of Personal Firearms under his command. He's even intimated that, if things go well, you could be in line for his position once he retires, just a few years off. Of course, you do have some competition in the form of Takashi Ito, Assistant Deputy Director of Tactical Gear. There is a certain nostalgic pang felt, too, when you realize this body you've inherited, Declan's old body, turned a year older in July. But hey, you'll take 36 over 48 any day. In fact, you feel as if you're just hitting your prime all over again. All right, let's delve into your development phase. And there's Roy. Beautiful Roy.
Don't you forget it.
All right, so boom, let's get to our rolls for skills. So we got Fighting Brawl, need a 36 or more.
All right.
Do
Let's
it.
do it.
Do it, Firearms. Yes.
83.
D10.
Ding, 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 ding.
Let's jack that. Let's jack it.
X.
Nice. You're up to 42 on your Fighting Brawl. Biff bap.
Something.
Pop.
All right,
That's something.
nice. And
Bop
uncheck
it.
that
Twist it.
as you go.
Yep.
Firearms.
Pull
Let's
it.
do it. 30 or above. Or above a 30, sorry.
I got this.
Yeah, 46. Nice.
Sweet.
Never has someone
Give me a
failed so
10, please.
successfully.
Yes. You're up to 38 on your firearms, handgun. Lovely. Next up is
All
going
right.
to be
Everything else can suck. I'll be fine.
Listen, over 37 is what you need.
Hey,
It wouldn't
Listen.
be in character for me to improve this.
Ugh.
I did not.
Nope.
I got a 7.
All right.
What?
Natural world over a 60. Holy crap.
68.
D10.
Ooh.
Roy likes nature.
Yeah, I guess so. Nature boy. You're up to 66 on your natural world.
Only
Well
if you
done.
can eat the fish he catches.
Exactly. Psychology over 11.
He eats
Nice.
27.
All right. Got some insight there,
Improve
buddy.
that by a 9.
Wow. 20 on your psychology. I love it. Spot hidden
Wow,
over a
20?
75.
All right, let's not improve this one. 30.
Nope. Stealth,
I don't think I've
62.
improved spot hidden in like 4
Yeah,
rounds.
it's so high right now. It'd be amazing if you did.
So high right now.
So high.
Stealth.
Ooh.
8.
Nope. You're no more stealthy. And finally, track.
I can improve
over a
track. Come
10
on.
that.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nope.
73.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. And
Baby.
that's not too bad.
Dun, 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 dun,
Up to
dun.
13 on that. Pretty good. Not too shabby.
Menacing.
All right. And we discussed that your key connection for case 10 was fear of loss of identity. And I think we said essentially you were confronted with Marlene and all that. So the face behind the mask. And so we felt like you confronted that sufficiently to warrant gaining some sanity through self-help. So we need you to make a sanity roll, and you need equal to or under.
I got over
Okay. So
by a lot.
So maybe that was a bit of a stretch. Didn't quite hit that. So and actually, you're gonna have to decrease that by 1.
Bum,
So you're gonna go down to 62 sanity.
Trade
Don't
you some
tell
sanity
Roy he's
for luck.
insane.
So your therapy wasn't quite good. Maybe you're a little preoccupied with your new training and new position in the Delta Green. All right, let's go ahead and do some training. So what would you like to try to increase?
Either medicine or first aid. I can either go for the slam dunk or I cannot. And I've rolled well, so I'm kind of inclined to believe I should just go for the slam dunk.
Nice.
So I'm just going to go for medicine
Good. Okay.
because I physically can't fail the first roll.
Well, I mean, technically.
Technically.
And I would have been fine if I would have gone for
Nice.
first aid, but I'll
That's
stick with
good.
medicine.
Medicine makes a lot of sense, though. You've been spending some time recuperating, so go ahead and roll D10.
Self-medicating.
All right, so your medicine goes up to 7 now. So I guess the good
Woohoo!
Dr. Gordon has taught you a little bit,
Gordon.
Just like a
Dr.
kid.
Roy.
just like a kid, baby. All right, and then the final thing we need to do
The
is
Band-Aid
just-
goes on the bleedy spot, not next to.
Oh,
not next to.
education.
All right, tell us about your new key connection for case 11.
Well, my new key connection is making bad decisions that put people in danger. Because ever since I made that stupid show of humanity and tried to save the woman from the cellar, I just can't stop thinking about how much damage all that caused, all because I tried to be a decent person. It really also bothers me that I was wrong. So that coupled with everything just causes this new sensation in my mind where, usually when I make bad decisions, it only burns me, but I'm starting to realize that it can burn other people as well.
Nice.
Something when you play with fire.
Haha, get it? Because it is.
Hot, hot. All right, I think that's perfect. We're all set with you. So let's move on to Rocky.
I don't get a luck increase.
Oh, gosh, I did forget about that, didn't I? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So you're going to roll D100, and if it's over your current luck, add D10.
Thank God. I needed a 22. I got a 70.
Nice.
Can I roll a D100, please?
Hey,
I mean,
that's
you got
pretty good, though.
9, which is pretty damn good.
Yeah, it is.
Take it.
I'll trade
31
you.
luck.
I'll trade you.
All right. So
I
not
know you
super
will,
duper
but I'll
lucky,
take
but
your sanity.
pretty damn good, I would say.
We'll
That's a
switch.
great roll. All right, let me pull up Rocky here, and then I'll give you your little intro.
Brian, you know that Jack couldn't handle this low level of sanity that Roy is working with.
That is true.
That's absolutely true. He's
I got
already
high
The
slipping.
crazier he gets,
Sanity
the
and I'm
better he
still slipping.
performs.
All right, Rocky. Time flies when you're having fun, and you, sir, have been having no fun at all. Therefore, time has seemed to crawl. First, your blasted brother has somehow managed to wheedle his way into this two-bit organization like some kind of brood parasite, upsetting the balance of power and hierarchy. Do these simpletons really think that Cuckoo is somehow their savior? Nobody knows Roy like you know Roy, and Delta Green will one day be in for a rude awakening. The only solace you've received these past few months is playing chess with Kenny, the librarian, the only brilliant mind in this facility that might match yours. Not to mention there seems to be something up his sleeve, perhaps a side project percolating with which he may require your assistance. Something he's not quite ready to divulge to Delta Green at large. You do love a good conspiracy, and Kenny needs a right-hand man someday. Meantime, you'll continue to focus your energies on outwitting his maneuvers on the game board. All right, let's dive into your beautiful skill set.
I'll take
right.
the lizard people in Area 51 with the mind control ray.
I love it. All right, Fighting Brawl. Give me over a 25, please.
That's a 90.
Nicely done.
Nice.
Nice. D10.
And that's a 10.
Yay! So your Fighting Brawl is going to go up to 35.
He's going to be
So
a
I guess
super
you've been
soldier.
sort of taking out your frustrations at the gym a little bit. Maybe you got a punching
Yeah,
bag in
I
your room.
printed out Roy's face and I just plastered it on the bag. And it's just multiple hours a day hitting his face over and over again.
Brother.
And you still lost the fight.
I lost 2 more teeth today from that paper.
All right, give me a first aid roll, buddy.
I need to roll over 43.
Yeah,
I rolled a 48.
Nice.
Good job.
Crank it.
And I am 6 points better at doctoring.
Nice. 49 for you. Moving on to psychology.
Ooh,
You
that's
have
going
an
to be
80.
tough.
That's going to be roughy.
Oof, I got a 65, so
no-go.
no more psychology for me.
Nope, you're done. And
I let my
finally-
Psychology Today subscription lapse.
Finally, spot hidden. Need over a 60.
Prolapse. Oh.
Oh, I got a 32. No spot
Nope.
hidden for me.
I guess you
see
just
shit.
were a little too concerned with all that punching. So that's
But
the
he
way
can't
that
see
goes.
when he's punchy.
All right. We also determined that your fear of abandonment in case 10 was somehow faced, and so we gave that to you.
Somehow.
Somehow, fear of abandonment.
Was
Well, it was when you guys
that's-
split up.
Yeah, it was that split second decision when I saw you
Yeah.
guys running one way and I made the choice that I need to run the other way.
Yep.
Exactly. So go ahead and make a sanity roll, and you need equal to or under your current sanity.
I needed a 67. I rolled a 49. That is a success.
Awesome. So go ahead and roll d6. Ooh,
That's
okay.
a 1.
So you're gonna pop up to 68 on your sanity. That's
Oh, one more.
no bad.
One
That's
more. and
no
you
so
got
bad.
it.
close.
All right, give me a luck roll, and you want to get over your current luck.
So I need to roll over a 46. I rolled an 11. So no luck for me.
No luck for you. You remain at 46.
I mean, I still have more than like twice the
46.
luck of everybody else. But...
exactly.
No.
Yeah,
no.
I'm sitting at 46.
46.
You have 3 times the luck of me.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. What do you think about training? What are you going to train in or attempt to train?
Huh? What is it?
What shall it be,
What you doing?
sir? Good sir.
Pick one.
So,
Not that one.
you know, I'm not really sure why, but I'm kind of feeling like history might be something that it's just really weird. I don't know
I
where
had
it's
to
coming
drop at
from.
least one little hint. So
So in that case, I'm going to do a praise. No.
And we absolutely
In that
ignored
case,
it.
I'm rolling for arts and crafts needlepoint.
So you need over a 25.
I rolled a 33.
Yay!
Nice.
Roll me a d10.
Which means-
yes.
Oh,
I get
cool.
9 more points into
Well done.
history.
Well done.
No more points?
Up to 34 on history.
Mhm.
Lovely. And let's talk about your key connection. I don't see anything printed out here.
Oh, did you not? It's in phobias / manias. Where I
Okay,
replaced the
okay.
other one.
Gotcha. We're going to move that up. I'm a boomer. Up to personal descriptions where I've got those.
All right.
Boom. All right, there you go. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about Advanced Technology Pad.
So at the beginning of the last case, we all decided that, yeah, sure, a virtual reality training simulator sounds like fun. Except for the fact that Rocky wouldn't be in a situation where he's being constantly haunted and watched over by something called the filler of space had he not stepped into that simulator to begin with, which was broken, which really messed with him. So, people used to do things without technology and then they got along just fine. So clearly we don't really need all those fancy things, maybe a little bit here and there, but the way up there stuff, nah, man, that shit's trying to kill us all. Skynet is here.
Okay, nice. I like that a lot. That actually
Welcome
fills
to
a
the
couple
Roy
holes in for
side.
me.
Gross.
Yeah, fills in
You
my
and your
hole.
euphemisms.
That's
I
so
wrote
good.
that while Jack was talking about his because I had forgot to do it. It works though.
It works. All right. That's
Jeremy
it, guys.
wrote mine for me.
Yeah, we talked about it. We discussed it. So that's good. All right, guys. That's it for development phase. Let's move on. It may be early October outside, but inside the Delta Green facility, there are no seasons, or windows for that matter. Instead, far below ground, there are a series of environmental pods set up in the community areas where you're able to queue up digital representations of mountains or grasslands or oceanic cruises, all set to an appropriate soundtrack of whistling wind or rustling leaves or crashing waves. Of course, there are virtual reality rigs set up to further immerse your senses, but oddly enough, none of you has been eager to strap yourself into another digital landscape. This morning, you are enjoying a casual post-breakfast trek through the Sahara when you get a message on your mobile device requesting your immediate presence in Director Legrasse's office. The administrative assistant posted outside waves you in without looking up from her computer screen. You open the familiar door but are greeted with an unfamiliar sight. The room is completely dark except for 3 chairs set in a row, illuminated by spotlights overhead. Have a seat, gentlemen. Legrasse's voice
I love
echoes
this
from the
game
other
show.
side of the room where you can see only empty blackness.
Ooh.
Roy, you
Okay.
are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Bachelor number 1. What would you do if I sit in the third chair?
That'd be the butt, Bob.
Yeah.
All right, Jack takes the third chair.
And I don't sit in it, I just take it.
Just take it. Walk out.
He picks the chair up and walks out of the room. You said take a seat, so I'm just taking the seat.
What chairs do you take?
I'm going to
I
wave my
stand-
arm at the chairs and insist that Roy goes first.
I look directly into the projector because my second grade teacher told me not to.
I'm going to stare at the sun.
One day I'll be president.
My eyes.
All right.
I'll
so-
take the second chair.
Ooh, I like this.
It's too tough.
I'm going to stand next to the first chair but not sit down.
Another spotlight snaps on above where Legrasse's desk ordinarily sits. In its place, however, is a plain stone pedestal, atop which squats a hunk of obsidian expertly chiseled into a perfect cube that measures 2 feet on all sides. Pardon
I
my,
know the answer to this one.
pardon my appearance, Legrasse's voice emanates from the rock, and it pulses with a faint topaz luminescence. I'm unable to attend today's meeting physically, as I'm tied up elsewhere. I know it's been a while since we've had a chance to meet in person, so let's catch up. What have you been up to since we last spoke? Roll for small talk.
Why are you a rock?
Gabe,
Because
that's
we're solid.
I know this
Like
one.
a
Walk
rock.
up to the pedestal, size up the cube of obsidian, pull a bag of sand out from behind me, kind of wait to make sure it's about the same.
I
Put your
think they
back
want us
away.
to transcribe the lexicon.
Yeah.
I have one in Latin if that helps.
So what have you guys been up
I don't know
to?
about these. I don't know about these two, but I've been doing great. I've been making great strides here at Delta Green. Everybody keeps telling me that I'm like the greatest they've ever seen. So
I've heard good things from Quincy. Well done, Roy.
I'm ready to get back out there.
Are you sure, Jack?
100%.
I'm
Not
glad to hear
98%.
Oh.
47%.
that. Roll what D100, please.
Oh,
69%.
Nice.
nice. We're children.
Been practicing,
Perfect.
improving my chess game with Kenny down in the library every day, or every several days, depending on how busy he is.
Oh, yes. Kenny's quite the asset. Have you beat him often? At chess.
have you
Oh.
beat him off, Tim?
And
10?
I mean, I'm getting there at this point. I'd say we're maybe 50-50. I mean, I let him win every now and then just so he feels like he still has a chance. You can't crush them too badly, otherwise they never want to play again.
So you let him win 50% of the time?
It works 100% of the time.
Well, color me impressed, Rocky. And she kind of glows a different color and then goes back to the topaz glow. And the obsidian block seems to pulse with satisfaction. This is all good to hear, good to hear. Well, enough small talk. Let's get down to your next assignment, shall we? Tell me what you know about Providence, Rhode Island.
Nothing.
It's a town in Rhode Island.
It's the capital of Rhode Island.
But it's not a town.
What? Rhode Island has a capital?
Oh,
Well, now I don't know. Now that you mention it,
it's too small to have a capital.
I mean, clearly it has to be some sort of like territory of New York.
It does
or
have a
something.
lowercase, though.
do you think that like Massachusetts could like invade Rhode Island? Who would stop
feel like-
us?
I feel like New Jersey could take on Rhode Island, and New Jersey isn't good for much,
They're
honestly.
not new anymore.
They're the Garden State.
Yeah.
They're just Jersey.
I believe it's pronounced Joyzy.
I love their
Joyzy.
sheets.
I'm going to use Delta Green's resources to start the Massachusetts imperialization.
Doom, 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 doom. All right.
Not much. Not
how-
much about Rhode Island. What do we need to know?
Why don't each of you give me a history roll, please?
Oh, snap.
It's
Why
gonna
we
go
need to know
well.
history. I needed a 5. I rolled a 94. That's pretty damn close.
I needed a 34. I rolled an 83. That's even closer.
I need a 5. I got a 25. That's pretty
Oh.
close.
Push it.
Push it real good. Yeah. Does anybody want to push it, or
Spend the lucky.
are we gonna?
Wikipedia exists. This is a dumb question.
It's fine. I was just gonna try to give you some little tidbits from your memory.
Rhode Island was initially formed.
Exactly.
And that's
Well,
what you get.
that's fine, gentlemen. I'd like to tell you that a few days ago, 3 young girls from Providence disappeared. After questioning locals, the authorities ascertained the trio had last been seen on a bike path near Squantum Point. Police have searched the area and surmised the three may have drowned. They are dredging nearby rivers, lakes, and ponds even now. Our Providence contacts, however, immediately alerted us because there is an abandoned property on Squantum Point that has been on our radar as a potential hotspot of paranormal activity for half a century.
Ooh.
Poe Manse.
Oh,
Poe.
like that panda from the kung fu movies.
Yes.
It's like
Kung
romance,
Po.
but Poe?
Poe Manse. It is a regional legend of sorts, so you can imagine precocious young residents sneaking out for their own reconnaissance of this so-called haunted house. If those girls entered that house, I suspect they may still be there. I've sent secure digital files to your device outlining the history of the house and its owner, which you can review during your flight to the coast. Departure is in 2 hours.
What?
You'll be further briefed by our field operatives at the property. Your orders are simple. Investigate Poe Manse, find out what has happened to the missing girls, and conduct experiments to determine the source of any supernatural occurrences. Any questions?
2 hours, right? Till we leave?
Yes, that's correct.
I quickly get up and run out of the room to go clear my browser history.
Why is he spending so much time on this tube site? I don't.
Tube site.
Hey, I make
It's
my own
just nothing but-
sausage.
it's
There's
nothing
nothing
but
wrong with that.
Toothpaste. I don't get it.
I have a general question about Providence.
Oh.
Yes, of course.
You think it's Celtic territory? Or are they like New York fans there?
I presume that they would be New York fans.
Uh-huh.
But I could be
I
totally
have a
wrong.
follow-up question about Providence.
Can I stay here?
Yes, you in the front with your hand up.
Can we burn it to the ground?
Can I go to Hartford instead?
Hotfoot.
Just don't go to Danbury because fuck Danbury.
Ooh.
I don't think
Exactly.
you can do that. All of
You
Danbury?
just pissed off.
If you watched
our
last week
one
tonight, you're
fan
gonna
from
laugh at
Danbury.
that.
And if you didn't, you don't get it.
Guess what? I
If
watched
you
it and I
don't,
didn't
go
laugh
watch
at
it,
it.
'cause
So
it's funny.
All right.
yeah,
well,
it's
They're
when John
renaming
Oliver
their
says it,
sewage
not when you
plant.
say it.
until we meet again, gentlemen, LaGrasse and Tones. Then the black rock dims and the spotlight above it goes out.
Start cooking a steak on it.
Almost magically, the office door opens suddenly to reveal a blinding rectangle of light which frames the administrative assistant tapping their foot impatiently. All right, guys, you have 2 hours to assemble your packs.
Clear all history.
You may take 5 items with you.
What?
The monolith.
Take my pants, a shirt,
Oh.
my shoes. Do shoes count as
No,
2
no.
or 1 item?
Yeah, two.
Don't worry about the pants. You don't need the pants.
You don't need pants.
What if there's prickers?
This isn't the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Ah, that was cool of me. I just deleted all of my gear.
You fucking loser.
Jeez.
Can you undo? I don't know.
I don't know how.
Control Z.
Control Z.
Right click, undo.
I see all your
Didn't
gear.
work. Oh yeah, okay, it's back. It's back. Be good.
Yeah. I think control.
right.
Yeah, or you can.
Got you.
Sometimes you can do a right click in your browser and do undo, and that might do it as well.
That's what I was
I
thinking.
got it.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
saved.
So basically, on your gear and possessions, go ahead and on the left side put the 5 things that you're going to take. And we can be flexible about this, but just whittle it down to 5 important things. How's that?
Gotcha.
So it doesn't need to be like money. Like we'll assume money.
Yeah.
We'll assume phone. That's fine.
Okay.
But just like and you
We
can
can't assume foam for Rocky.
and you can assume that you can equip yourself the vast resources of Delta Green with pretty much anything that you think you might need in this situation.
Okay.
So you know that your 3 goals are to investigate the mansion, find out what happened to the missing girls, and then conduct experiments
So I need a spyglass.
for supernatural occurrences. You will be
I'm
meeting
gonna need a really nice 94 Pinot.
exactly. You're going to be meeting
On
your
the plane.
contacts at
Yep.
the mansion, who will be assisting you with the supernatural occurrence experiments and everything else,
Word.
basically. Okay.
All right.
Hmm.
I think that's pretty much all you need to know. Yes, yes.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I'm
Turn
done.
All right. Shout it out, Roy. Where are you going to be taking?
Rations, my
Cool.
titanium spork,
Nice.
long sleeves,
Yes.
a Rhode Island atlas,
Ooh,
and a high-powered flashlight.
Nice.
I like it. Cool. I dig that. Who's next?
I could go.
ahead.
I'm bringing my switchblade, which
Mhm.
I have to change from knife to switchblade. Short sleeves, my 9mm pistol,
Okay.
my Zippo,
Mm-hmm.
rope, and a flashlight.
Okay. All right. Boom. And is that Jack? Is that I still see gear and possessions, candy bars, sweet tarts, knife.
I haven't clicked out of the box
Okay.
yet.
There you go. Thank you.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Rock on and rock on.
I ate all the candy bars and sweet tarts
Oh,
out of my backpack.
Yum,
like,
yum.
oh, 6 months old. Oh, what am I
I see a
doing?
revolver and keyring from apartment on yours.
because I haven't clicked out of the box yet. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do for my 5th item.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Is it like the fifth beetle?
So far I have my revolver because self-defense. I'm gonna go down to the library and dig a local legends book for Rhode Island out of the restricted section.
Nice.
You
I
know,
like that.
gotta get the good stuff. I'm gonna bring a multi-tool with me because who doesn't need a multi-tool? We're gonna bring ourselves a flashlight because it's probably gonna get dark at some point.
Why?
And
We
then
run
we are
into
going to bring a warm, comfy jacket because it's Rhode Island.
I've got my cardigan. 3 buttons.
Nice.
There.
All
Buttons are
right.
just
Very
bigger
good.
around.
All right. So you guys, anything else you want to do within that 2 hours? You can talk to anybody you want to. You can finish any business you need to, interact with NPCs, whatever you want to do.
I'm going to shower and meditate.
Okay.
Oh.
No, meditate.
I'm gonna nap.
Sad.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna go down to the library and chat with Kenny.
Hey, Rock, what's up?
Well, good news, bad news.
Oh,
It seems we're going to
give me
have
the bad
to-
news first. I was.
we're going to have to postpone our regular chess games as I'm being sent out
shit.
into the field
I
again.
knew it. Damn it! Should have went good news.
Yes, well, I'll be back. We can continue then.
All right.
He's a
good news?
Terminator.
Give me this sweet good news then.
Good news. I believe that you can give me a serious leg up on this mission.
Well,
if you-
what can I do for you?
I'm going to need the lowdown, I guess, as the kids say, on something out of Rhode Island called Pomance. I figured you might have
Romance.
either some general information or maybe something hidden away in the special section of the library that I might be able to take with me. Just, I like to know everything I need to know for a situation.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let me see here. Let's see. You said Poe, huh?
Oh,
Mhm.
boy,
Island.
man.
Let's see. He wanders over to some stacks and starts flipping through some of these articles and so forth. And why don't you go ahead and give me a... Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah.
Ride roll. He did give you a leg up.
So you're looking for the Pomance. How about...
Whoa.
What are you best in? Charm, fast talk, intimidate, or persuade?
show.
5. Fast talk is a 5. Intimidate is a 60. Persuade is a 40. So intimidate's going to be my best option.
Fast talk it is.
Okay. So let's play that out a little bit. So he's going to come back. He's going to be like, you know what? I don't see anything here. Can this just wait?
I'm on a strict time window here. You know how I feel about schedules.
Yeah.
You also know how I feel about being prepared, considering everything that happened last time.
Oh, yeah. You got a point there. You got a point. Well, I don't know, man. Now, why don't you give me an intimidate roll?
I needed a 60. I rolled a 94.
Well, look, man, I'm sorry, but I'd like to help you, but I just got too much to do right now, and it's going to take too long to flip through stacks. You said you're leaving pretty quick here, so, maybe Google it on the way or something. I don't know. Good, best of luck to you, though.
Fine. And I'm going to turn and I'm going to go and try and find something myself.
Bring me back something nice, though.
I'll bring you back to this.
Maybe a snow globe.
Your finger? Thanks.
All right. So that is how that shook out.
Zip.
Anything else you want to do, Rock, while these guys snore away?
I'm meditating.
Oh, Roy's going, and you're going, Om.
But I'm doing it into his mouth.
Saying is one of us is a lot more relaxed than the other.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's me.
Rock, anything else?
No, I think I'm just going to spend the rest of the time in the library.
Okay.
Just
Do you want to give me? Are you going to be researching anything?
Yeah, I want to. Since he's not going to help me, I'm going to use. Since I'm good friends with Kenny, I can get into certain sections of the library that are, generally not allowed to most entry-level agents and other, workers. So I'm going to go into the dangerous part of the library since he's not going to help me and see if I can't find something on my own.
Watch out for the library.
Google Rhode Island.
Oh,
All right, go ahead and give me a library use, please.
Ha! I needed a 70. I rolled a 56. That's a success.
I quit.
Check the
All
box.
right. So yeah, you're flipping through. You're kind of looking through some of the stacks, and you do discover a book that is sort of a compilation of old news articles printed in a hardback format. So it's like one of those very large bound books. And according to some news articles, the Poe Manse was constructed in 1875.
Ooh.
And it was designed by an architect firm out of New York City, contracted by the Poe family, named Carcosa and Sons. And soon after the construction was complete, they were legally bound to keep the whole project secret. But once it was done, their offices in Manhattan mysteriously caught fire and destroyed nearly all the records. Carcosa lost his 2 sons in the blaze and closed the business in despair. He died shortly thereafter at Danvers State Hospital in Massachusetts.
Ooh, saucy.
Yeah, pretty saucy.
You said it was 1975?
1875 is when it was
1875.
built. 1875.
Numbers are hard.
Yep. And I will also give you...
Herpes.
You find an article in that same book which has a bit of a history that mentions Poe. And this says that in 1636,
Ooh.
Providence was founded by a religious zealot named Roger Williams, who had long been at odds with other religious institutions in Massachusetts. He bought land from Native Americans and set up a community founded on the principle of religious and political freedom. Less than 10 years later, one of Williams' business partners, John Poe, purchased more land to establish East Providence on the southeast banks of the river.
Did you write all that down?
I'm trying.
Just
He
some
talks really
interesting history that was sort of related to Pomance that you stumbled across in the little time that you've had. Okay.
Cool.
I wrote down Carcosa.
Carcosa and Sons.
Not anymore. Oh,
And
too soon.
Sons. And
Rip.
so
We get an F in chat for Carcosa and his sons.
exactly. Excuse me. So 2 hours is up, and you guys are expected on the landing pad.
I have all of my stuff, and I've been waiting for 10 minutes.
I have the book with me.
Patiently waiting, not impatient. Just being there and prepared and ready.
All right.
Very, very tidy and neatly packed go bag, and the book with all the articles in it.
Awesome.
I snuck it out of the library by yelling, "Look, a distraction!" and then I ran past it.
Lovely.
Well, you don't have to remember it.
And Roy?
That's a really weird place to put a piano.
I mean, I just casually have all my stuff ready and just meet at the desired location. I follow the rules.
Who needs a pack? Packs are for pussies.
Just got it all in his arms.
All
there.
right. So the three of you ride the elevator up to the landing pad, where you see the same massive hangar with the clouds outside. You can just sort of see blue sky and some clouds scudding by. But this thing is just huge. It looks like an airport unto itself. And clearly is somewhere high, high, high above. You're still not sure exactly where the location is. Night of the herbs. And you see the jet that you ordinarily take, or took the last time. And you see this older-looking lady who is wearing a perpetual frown on her face.
Whose is it?
And she looks very tired. And she doesn't even...
Roy's mother-in-law.
She doesn't even smile or anything as you guys approach.
Well, you can't see the smile because she's wearing someone's frown.
Exactly.
Whose frown is it?
Who's could it be?
Cut out frown.
And as
Puts the
you get
lotion on
within
its skinner, it hits the hose again.
as you get within 20 feet or something, she just sort of grunts
Oh, come on. We're getting on a plane.
and points towards
Sorry.
a hold area underneath the plane that's open for the
Okay.
packs.
Gotcha. I toss mine in and walk over to the entrance of the plane and wait.
I throw mine in, and as I pass the woman I just mentioned, man, you must be really fulfilled in your job.
It's Lurch Part 2.
Not tall.
I'm going to head towards the thing to set my pack down, and as I walk past her, I'm going to reach into my jacket pocket and flip her a gold coin as I walk past.
Oh.
Ooh. She looks at it in midair, lets it hit the ground, looks at it, turns and walks into the cockpit.
Gross.
You know, that
Bonk!
works in
and
the
then
movies.
she goes up the ladder and goes,
It works in the movies.
I'm going to run back and grab it just so I can do that again next time. Eventually, one of these times, it's going to work, and it's going to look really fucking cool.
and why don't each of you give me a spot hidden, please?
There it is.
First opportunity to shine.
Oh, yeah.
I need a 60. I rolled a 51. That's a success.
I
So-
needed a 77. I rolled a 14. That's extreme.
I need a 75. I got a 39. That's a regular.
Nice. So Rocky and Roy, you both notice that she's wearing a name tag that says P. Elliott.
P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
And Jack, you notice the same thing, but you also see that she has a little scar on her left temple. It looks like
Someone
a surgical
threw a coin at
scar.
Ooh.
She's afraid of coins.
I'm just trying to help.
Lobotomy.
And she starts up the engine.
At least she's not going to try and offer us white chocolate anything.
Nope, not anything.
She's at the jet engine going, "Where's the propeller?"
Contact.
Nice.
Shredded.
All right, so you
So,
guys.
Jack, you brought the snacks this time, right?
No, I could only bring 5 things. Sorry, man.
Doritos, Fritos, Cheetos.
I did use my switchblade to cut this block of Velveeta, though, so we could lick that the whole way there.
Velveeta, and Mr. Pibb.
I'll
5
eat all
things.
my rations on the plane.
As soon as the
All of
door
them.
closes, Roy immediately panics and eats everything.
Now what? All
I
right.
just keep flipping my Zippo open and lighting it. Oh, a little less oxygen. A little less oxygen.
Boom. Whole plane explodes.
Yikes. All right, so the door closes to the aircraft, and soon you are taxiing. And before you even realize that you're airborne, you are winging your way off to Rhode Island. Now, as you leave the airspace of Delta Green, each of your phones make a dinging sound.
Gonna ignore it.
Ding.
Ding dong. And you see that the dossiers have arrived from
France?
LaGrasse.
Is there a dossier?
So these are some dossiers that are going to inform you about your mission ahead. And I want to make sure I get the right one to the right person.
Oh.
Bing, bang, boom. So that you can read them aloud. All right, so we're going to start off with Roy. I will go ahead and assign this to you. I'll just show this to you, so you should see it pop up on your screen in Roll20. And just go ahead and read this dossier on missing girls, please.
It says loading.
Oh my god, that's terrifying. It's not loading.
According to local Providence police, 3 young girls were reported missing on Sunday, September 27th after failing to return from a supposed sleepover at a friend's house who claimed to know nothing about it. Maddie Lewis, I know a girl named that, age 12. Rachel Brown, I know a girl named that, age 12. And
Yep.
Gwyneth Williams, age 13. Last seen riding bikes near Pierce Memorial Field near noon on Saturday, September 26th. All 3 girls are good students from solid homes. No record of family trouble, no problems with any other children. Young people in the area have been known to swim from Bold Point Park to India Point across the river, despite warnings from the Coast Guard. Having turned up no evidence of foul play, authorities, with the assistance of the FBI, have begun dredging the harbor for bodies.
All right, so that's your dossier on the missing girls. We're going to give this one to Rocky. This is the dossier on the Poe Mance.
It's kind of weird that Delta Green didn't give all of us all of the information.
Yeah.
Built in 1875 by John Poe III, not far from the original East Providence colony, the Poe Manse soon became a magnet for unnatural occurrences in the area, including frequent electrical storms and strange clouds, which seemed to hang low over its rooftop. The Poe family kept to itself, mostly interacting with the public only when necessary to do business and keeping to their property. Occasionally, strangers from faraway lands would be seen arriving by boat, but were never seen leaving. Over the centuries, rumors and legends grew among the populace, from Satan worship to cannibalism. Twice in the early 1900s, villagers marched out to the peninsula in an attempt to burn the house down. Both times, they were beaten back by ferocious winds and hail. They took this as a sign and left the Poe residence alone thereafter. After the last known family member's death in 1993, the city attempted to reclaim the real estate for a proposed boutique luxury hotel, but found the property was protected by law from any outside influence until October 25th, 2023. It goes without saying that the spurned bureaucrats are already planning for that day.
All right. And then finally, we have a dossier that Jack receives for Eldridge Poe.
Born May 27, 1911. Two parents of John and Mallory. Rumored to be cousins. Ew. Cooties.
Roll Tide.
Eldridge Poe joined the long list of homeschooled family members, seldom seen outside the manse.
Mhm.
Is that right? Okay.
Yep.
And always in company of a caretaker. After the death of his parents in the 60s, Eldridge became the sole surviving member of the Poe lineage and final owner of their property. He remained in the mansion, secluded, until his death on October 25th, 1993.
Okay. So those are the dossiers you've received. You do have the opportunity, obviously, to do some Googling. You have phones. If you want to know anything more about either any of those three.
I'm going to cross-reference the stuff that I learned. Like, I'm going to take some of the names and attempt to cross-reference them with the book that I brought with me that had all that
smart.
information on the house to begin with.
Okay.
That I grabbed from the library.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm going, if it's this within, I'm going to go to Rocky and ask him, do you have any information? What do you know about this Eldridge Poe? It's right after I read the dossier.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, I don't know, maybe work as a team.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll
Roy?
kind of cross-reference like the obituaries of the if there are any of the girls. I know they said
smart.
that they kind of gave up, and see if I can find any more quotes on it.
Okay. Awesome. So why don't each of you give me a library use, please?
I needed a
Because
70. I rolled a 7. That's an extreme success.
Jeez.
Nice.
I needed a 69 nice, and I got an 80 not
Nice.
nice.
I needed a 50, and I got a 61. Oh,
All right. Gabe and Brian, you gonna let those stand?
yes.
Okay.
I'll
Awesome.
spend the luck. Oh,
So
wait.
we did get Matt did do the extreme, so you found out a couple things. So some interesting things here. So we're going to give you the rest of those historical clues as well as
This raging clue.
The answer to the mission. Hey guys, I know who did it. It says right here in the book.
Exactly.
You would have
Okay.
gotten away with it.
You ready for some history, buddy?
Old Man Jenkins.
Here we go. So you've already learned about the religious zealot and his business partner, John Poe. In the 1700s, pirates often ransacked passenger ships in the Atlantic, hiding out with their booty on Patience Island. Tales tell of their longboats making frequent trips upriver to Providence in order to purchase supplies, but also to trade exotic wares from other faraway lands. The Poe family was well known for collecting such artifacts. Also, in 1892, several bodies...
Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Yes! You got it! History! In 18...
American public education.
In 1892, several bodies were exhumed from the crypts of the Poe family after consumption had claimed many of the local townsfolk, and vampiric activity was suspected. Some of the bodies showed signs of lividity, particularly Mercy Poe's corpse, which still had blood in the heart. The villagers burned her heart and liver and mixed the ashes with water, which a sick Edwin Poe drank as a cure-all. He died months later, however, the tonic not having worked, apparently.
I wonder why.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Dad.
All right. So we're going to skip the girls because that was a fail. So we're going to give you this one here. In 1938, the Great New England Hurricane blew in from the southeast, razing buildings to the ground and collapsing bridges into the brine. It took the lives of over 600 people. But through it all, the Poe manse remained untouched. Some say it sat on just the right spot to protect it from the elements. Others say the Poe family made a pact with the devil. And because you helped Jack with his Eldridge Poe, I'll give you one thing.
Yay.
Eldridge Poe had been anonymously supporting social programs in the area since 1967, mostly to help fund outreach efforts to less fortunate children. That's what.
All right.
That's all. You
Good
get.
guy.
Whoop.
Decent guy.
He loves children.
All right. So
I feel like he's really touched all of your children.
And they've all touched me too.
they've all touched me. They've all touched me.
Oh,
All right,
Jack.
so the jet touches down at T.F. Green Airport, just south of Providence.
Mhm.
It is early afternoon, sunlight streaming into the cabin, though the horizon foretells a possible squall in the distance as dark clouds gather to the west. Your pilot taxis to a private hangar with a sign outside that reads Delta North Star Aeronautics, where you see a helicopter parked nearby and a grinning man standing next to it, hands on hips. Once the jet has stopped, you disembark and the man rushes forward, still smiling warmly. Hey there! Welcome to Providence. I'm Greg Northstar. I'll be giving you a lift to Bold Point Park. Let me help you with the bags. Without waiting for a response, he grabs your packs and hustles them over to his helicopter.
Wow.
That's customer service.
I'll meet him over at the helicopter and I'll throw him a gold coin.
Hey, that's my move.
Right into the engine.
Right into the whirring blades.
I walk
explodes.
up and go, can I sit up front with you?
Oh,
And
absolutely,
I look,
man.
I look
Yeah.
over my shoulder and I go, shotgun.
You must be Jack.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, pleased to meet you, man. He holds
Nice
out
to
his
meet
hand
you.
to shake it.
Mind if he goes, together we can chop. Is it all right if I get in?
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, come on in.
All right.
But I'll need you to put the headsets on.
I open his
gonna be
door.
quite loud.
I'm over him.
Get in there. I'll push you.
Almost a little
tangled.
more, a little to the right.
We flip over into the.
Oh, and you must be Roy, huh? I've heard.
Yeah.
Congrats on the promotion, man. I heard through the grapevine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be working hard.
Damn grapes.
That's right. That's what I've heard. Maybe you can get me a little deal on a sweet Colt 45.
I do love a Colt 45, but I don't know if you should be drinking while driving this thing.
That's true. Wink. And then he turns to Rocky. He's like, "Oh, hello, sir.
He says wink.
You're Rocky, right?
Yes, that would be correct.
Hey, have you seen one of these gold coins? This is pretty sweet, man."
He's gonna
Takes
get
his
on the
coin and
helicopter.
scoops out his eye.
And you hear a grunt from across the tarmac from the jet.
Flick it at her.
Oh,
Give her the coin.
Greg says, "Hey Pam, catch you later. We'll do dinner."
Pam.
And she grunts and goes back into the
Pam, I am.
Pam. I am.
You think he's actually going to do dinner with Pam?
All right, guys. We're going to
Do one shot dinner with Pam.
We're gonna do a one shot. I like,
Yep.
Dinner
I like
with
that
Pam.
actually. Dinner with Pam. She's
Helps
just
keep
gonna be like,
things
Pays with the
sticking
gold
in your
Pam.
corner.
Pam.
Gabe, you can be the pilot. Brian, you can be the waiter.
I like it.
More flyboy with your soup.
Let
All
me
right.
hear if you're excited for dinners with Pam. And one shot coming to you sometime in the future, maybe, probably not.
Dinners with
Pam craft tapes.
Tuesdays with Maury.
Pam craft.
Just such a beautiful name. Pam. All right.
Pam.
Pam.
Sponsor us, Pam.
Pam.
All right, guys.
Guys, I
next
watched
up,
The Office.
Hashtag still not sponsored.
I'll. Next up is Ballpark Pork. Ballpark Franks. I don't know.
Point Park. I'm on some barbecue. Let's go.
All right, Bold Point Park. You guys been here before?
General area, yes. Have never actually visited this part of Rhode Island, I guess you could say.
All right. Well, I think you're gonna like it. And he hits the button, and the chopper starts to whir. The blades. He's pointing towards this headset to Rocky and Roy in the back. All right, we're
As
gonna
soon as we
switch
put on the
to-
headsets, all we hear is "Unfortunate Son" all the way there on a loop.
It ain't me. It ain't me.
The only thing we're allowed to listen to in the chopper.
All right. So from here on out, this will be chopper speak, and I'm going to put a little filter on the
Nice.
audio. So,
I mean, I can.
all right, guys. What are you guys? What are you guys up to? I hear. Oh, you're going to the pole man's, huh?
Yeah, what do you know?
That's pretty forward.
Get out! Shove him out of the helicopter.
Well, I know needlepoint, and I know Joe.
Start at the
He's,
beginning.
he's the guy. He's my neighbor.
Oh, I'm also practicing my needlepoint lately.
Stab, stab, stab.
Step, step, step.
Hey, do you think you could just land us right at the Pomance?
This isn't true promance. I'm sorry.
Oh, you've been waiting for that one, haven't you?
I have been. Sorry about that, buddy. Yeah, but hang on a sec here. I got to concentrate on my liftoff here. As the helicopter takes flight, you feel an overwhelming sense of vertigo. The airstrip falls away below, the ground tilting at an odd angle as you wing northward. To your left are neighborhoods which give way to colorful woods surrounding Scituate Reservoir to the west. And beyond, the looming storm clouds, which scud low like indigo billows poisoning the azure skies. But then the vehicle banks east, and you can see the river moving sluggishly, only tolerating the many vessels that move on its surface, petulantly spitting frothy waves onto the shoreline, eager to be rid of its burdens and out to sea. Below now is the Roger Williams Park Zoo, a wide swath of greenery speckled with botanical gardens, carousels, and a casino. You know, the way Providence's founder would have wanted it. So, you guys are headed to the Mats, huh? Here's a map, just in case. I know you got an atlas. Somebody picked up an atlas, so we're going to go
Would
ahead.
you go through our inventory?
And we're going to go ahead and switch you over to a quick little overview of Providence. This is actually East Providence.
Oh.
And I've marked where the Pomance is going to be. You're actually landing quite a bit north of that. But we'll
I'm
fill in the
assuming
gaps
this is the
there.
park that they're talking about.
That is not the park. It's actually off the map. But we'll
okay.
get there. We'll get there shortly.
What kind of idiot makes a map that doesn't have everything on it?
Yeah, well, I wanted to just, yeah, that's true. Anyways, so you guys were asking about the Pomance, Jack?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever hear of Dolly Ellen Cole?
No, I don't believe I have.
I've heard of Dolly Parton, if that helps.
Yeah, she's a big star. Very, really big.
Yeah.
Huge.
Tracks of
Tracks of
land.
land. Yes, we get it.
Well,
What was her name again?
Dolly Ellen Cole.
No, I don't think I've heard of her.
Yeah, she was a suspected witch back in the 1800s and performed certain rituals at the Pomance for that family. Well, some of those Bible thumpers got up in arms and burned her house to the ground. Only problem was, Dolly wasn't home at the time, and instead they killed her young daughter.
Ooh.
Yeah, Dorothy, by accident. And then Dolly put some sort of hex on the city and cursed the townsfolk before disappearing into the woods. Never seen again, though some claim to have seen her ghost over the years, particularly out toward Gate of Heaven Cemetery. Myself, I don't
Dorothy,
put much
I don't
stock in
think
that
she's in
kind of urban
Kansas no more.
legend.
Well, at least the times people were right about her being a witch.
She's
I mean,
witchy.
you know the accuracy ratio on witch accusations? It has to be like 1,000 to like actually finding a witch. They're terrible at it. They really should have quit.
So, Jack,
Mm.
what's better for you? Charm, fast talk, intimidate, or persuade?
Mm.
Yes.
Let's see.
We're waiting.
Persuade.
All right, go ahead and give me a roll.
Oh, it's hard, baby. I needed a 40. I got a 9. That's hard.
All right.
Success.
Nice. Okay, so you're chatting away with him, and go ahead and ask me about a little bit more about Poe, because that's what you were looking for earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe in all the witchcraft stuff. I mean, in the 1800s, they'd persecute somebody just because they were different. So, what about Poe? Do you know anything about Poe?
Yeah, he didn't seem like he was a bad guy. I mean, that's what I heard around town. I mean, nobody was allowed on their property, of course, but on Halloween, Eldridge was known to collect bushels of hand-picked apples from his personal orchard and place them out by the gate for the neighborhood children.
Huh.
That's how it was discovered he died in 93, though, when the apples didn't appear at the gate.
Oh, so no apples out made them investigate because it's a tradition. How did he get the razor blades into the apples? Did he just put them down in the center, or?
I heard he was a nice guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he did some charity work too,
okay.
Just basically funding some outreach programs.
And how many broken windows each Halloween did he get from putting apples out for kids?
Well, I think you're gonna find out they couldn't get anywhere near that. You'll find that out soon.
Pretty
enough.
far back
Yeah.
on the property.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
You ever been there?
No, I just heard about it. I've flown over.
You want to go?
Yeah, let's go.
You want to see the inside? I start punching him. You want to go?
I like animals.
How you like them apples?
Well, he sounds, from what I've heard then, between you and a little bit of other information I have had, he sounds like a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
This is what I heard.
It's been a long
something, the sins of the father.
Yeah. Well, we're coming in now, so we're gonna land here. Finally, Greg Northstar steers you directly over the river to the northwest tip of East Providence, where, to the south of Bold Point Park, the wide expanse offers the perfect landing spot without drawing too much attention. End of the line, boys, Greg announces through the headsets. We'd give you a key to the city, but the mayor's not too keen on Delta Green these days. Hold tight, little bump. There's a nasty jolt as the landing struts scrape off some rock hidden in the long grass. But at least you've managed to arrive safely. All right, sorry about that, guys. Go ahead, pile on out. I'll get your gear.
All right. I grab my
Push
bag
Rocky
from him.
off the.
I shake his hand. Thanks for the information. I do appreciate it.
He seems a little distracted. He's sort of bent down looking at the landing gear.
That wasn't his hand I shook?
He's like, God damn it.
Everything okay?
I think it's not a big deal. The landing gear took a little bit of a scrape there, so I'm going to have to get that fixed.
Some touch-up paint?
Yeah, it's Well, it's not going to take long, but they're probably going to have to pound it out. I don't think it needs to be replaced, but I gotta head back to base. All
right.
Get this repaired as soon as possible. Okay, so I see I'm scheduled here to pick you guys up in 48 hours. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Great. So I'll just meet you here in 48 hours. You can, if you need to, get around town, just do whatever you need to do. There's a city bus that runs by on the main road just a couple blocks up. Or, Uber, Lyft, whatever you want to do. But to get to the mansion, though, you're going to have to take something a little different.
Camel.
You see that shack
We're
over
on
there?
the water, so we could get Boober.
That's right. Boober. That's a great idea.
Not allowed.
All right, you see that shack
There are
over
no
there?
boats on the island. Damn it.
Yes, I see the shack over there.
Shaquille O'Neal, yes.
Yes, shack over there.
It's the shack.
It's the shack.
Hello, guys.
They rent bikes. Just start pedaling down the path due south.
Okay.
In about 2 miles, you'll see Squantum Point on the riverside just off the bike path. From there, you can wheel in about 100 feet or so, but after that, you're going to have to walk the rest of the way to the house.
All right.
Your contacts are waiting there for you. Good luck. See you soon. Love you too. And he
Wait,
hops
how am I
in.
supposed to see the bike? I can't see without my contacts.
My brand.
And he takes off, and you guys are left standing there
needed some bikes.
with your packs.
Yes, Shaq, we need bikes. I get the cool shiny bike. The cruiser.
I get the old timey bike with a really big front wheel and a really small.
I get the Pee Wee Herman bike.
Nice.
Oh, you lucky.
So you guys walk up to the shack, and there's just a old dude. He looks like a grizzled old man. White hair that's thinning. He's got liver spots. His hands are just gnarled with arthritis.
Hey, how you doing, boys? What can
Are you Shaq?
I'm the Shack. Yes, yeah.
Well, I'm
From way downtown.
we would like to procure the use of some of your fine vehicles here.
We need to
Okay.
rent 3 bikes.
3 bikes. Okay, gotcha, guys. Okay, just need some paperwork signed here, and
Or
that's gonna
do
be
you? And I'm going to slide him a gold coin.
that'll be $15, please. $15.
Gold coin. Do it.
Oh, gold coin. Oh, he bites it. His tooth chips off, flies off. He's like,
Perfect.
sticks it in
We
his
would never
till.
hear.
All right, boys. I just got the one left, so go ahead and take it. It's out back.
I'm going to start running for the bike.
It's a 3-seater.
It is a 3-seater.
Doesn't matter. I'm doing it on my own.
Nice.
Shotgun.
Middle on the hump, I called it.
It's a bicycle. All the seats are the hump.
Gabe is in front. Roy's in front. I'm in the middle.
Okay.
Jack's in the middle. Rocky's pulling up the rear.
Pulling up the rear. All right.
You
Once
know how I
again-
like pulling rear.
Rocky's going to be in third place when we cross the finish line. Just like always.
Loser.
Nice. All right, guys. I think we need to wrap this
We'll
up.
shoot
So
the tire out.
Okay.
tune in next time as we play another. I'm sorry. Tune in next time as we open another reel of the Lovecraft tapes.
You can't do that.
We're gonna open it. All right,
You
guys.
can't do that, man.
Any thoughts on this first? Any
I hope
interesting
it's
things
haunted.
come up?
I hope it's haunted.
The poem.
I hope
I wanted to
I mean,
take
we-
the Pee Wee Herman bike and have him following us through the entire case.
Well, the
being
3-seater
like,
does look
"Where's
like the
my
Pee Wee Herman
bike?"
bike, but it's 3-seater.
Yeah.
I
And
wanted
it
to
will
get the
follow us.
bicycle from the Wizard of Oz, so every time I pedaled somewhere, you just hear everywhere I went. That's all you would hear. It was great.
The third seat is missing, so it's just the pipe.
Nice. Any other
hot, hot, hot,
theories
hot.
or thoughts about what has occurred?
I think it's a serial killer that's abducting young girls.
I think that the city of Providence is coming alive and is eating them down into the pit.
Oh, that could be to feed its smallness. Oh,
Yes.
Rhode
What about the
Island, we love
grass?
you. The grass is fine. It gets a lot of fertilizer.
Exactly.
I think that
tied
LaGrasse-
up.
Yeah, what was that? That wasn't her, although you kept
It
referring
was
to
a
the-
rock.
as her.
It was like an
think it was
obsidian
like a-
cube that glowed.
Right. I think it was a board meeting speaker.
All right.
So
Well, my
Sonos.
official
It's
LaGrasse,
Kugel.
My official
Dude,
lacrosse prediction is that she's Cajun and knows Jack.
She's an actual crocodile.
You count me. Rawr. Snap. Do you hear something ticking?
That must be your leg.
I need some more of that okra. All right, guys. Now it's time to roll for some hashtag recommendos, where we share some of our geeky obsessions. Roll the 100 highest goes first. Foist.
Oh, I got 38.
Lovely. Just waiting on Rocky.
Rocky.
Taking forever.
Holy crap. Matt, Gabe, Brian, then me. Take it away, Matt.
Well, we've all known that 2020 has not been the best of years.
Why?
So, there's one thing that always makes me feel better when I'm feeling down, and that's just a whole lot of nostalgia. So that's why my recommendation this week is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. It is a remaster collection of the first two original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games that have been updated to 4K UHD graphics, but it's the same core physics engine, it's the same trick set, the same controls, so it is all the fun that was playing Tony Hawk back on the day in my PlayStation 2, but now I can play it in 4K and UHD on my Xbox, and it's just so much fun. Like, just even from the moment I booted up the start menu, it just took me like way back to when I was a kid, and I love it. I'm having an absolutely blast with it. And I'm really excited, and I have my fingers crossed that they end up adding 3 and 4 into the game, because the more Tony Hawk I can get, the better. It's just
Great soundtrack.
Oh god, yeah, the soundtrack is amazing. And it's just
Right.
It's something I need. It's just dumb fun. It's really easy to pick up and put down, and it's a really great distraction from the world outside.
I picked it up, and I'm horrible at sports type games. So
It looked like fun. I saw it on Jack Black's channel.
yeah,
Or at least something was on there.
yeah, you got to unlock him. He's a playable character.
Yeah, Officer something. I forget what it is. But yeah,
Officer Dick.
Officer Dick.
Officer Dick.
Yep.
Sounds great. I love Dick. All right. So thank you, Matt. That's I do want to play it. It's funny because you mentioned that Brian says like I'm horrible at sports games, and I've always hated them too. But
Yeah.
but then I'm playing Trials Rising.
Yeah,
And it's like, what am I even doing? Who am I? I don't know. I have no idea.
that's a
What's
little more
even great is-
simplified with buttons though for that
Yeah.
one.
I wouldn't call them really comparable to sports games.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And it's more of an arcade game, really.
Yeah.
Well, the thing I always had an issue with sports games is to do certain things you had to remember combinations of button pushes along with trigger stuff.
Yeah.
And I always a button masher, so it never really helped me out.
Cool. Well, that sounds
It's only
great.
$40
For both
$42.
games.
So-
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, $40. It's
Accurate.
on PC on the Epic Store. It's on Xbox. It's on PlayStation. So you can grab it pretty much anywhere. It's totally worth the money.
Pretty
Awesome.
much anywhere.
Pretty much. All right, let's move on to Gabe.
I'm gonna recommend a movie, and I can't stress that this is pretty much the highest praise I have for a movie in the last couple years that I've seen. It came out last year, and I think it's probably the best movie I've seen between what's come out this year and what's come out last year, and it's called The Platform. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original.
I know what you're talking about.
It's Spanish. It's a Spanish language movie. I think it's from Spain. Don't get mad. I watched it dubbed, but the dub's okay. It's pretty
That's all right.
good. People get mad, Brian. People get mad.
Well,
It's not anime, so you
comment
should
in
be
the
fine.
comments below if you should kill Gabe. Oh,
Yeah.
Don't forget to subscribe
so-
and smash that like button. Ring the bell.
It's the plot of this movie is it's like a prison type social experiment type thing where people are put in this. They don't specify that it's a prison, but for lack of a better term, it's a prison.
mm-hmm.
And it's you and a cellmate, and there's a lot. There's a bunch of levels. Like it's there's people above you, people below you, all in pairs. And the
It's
way
like
that it
300
is,
something levels, I thought it was, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm not trying to spoil how many levels.
Nice, Matt. Jeez.
But so it's the premise of it is when you come in, they ask you what your favorite food is, and everybody that is there, they make their favorite food, and it's all on one like platform that starts at the top and lowers and lowers. So what they're trying to find out is if these people can work together to ration the food or not, or if everyone just gets all greedy and at the top eats as much as they can, leaving nothing for anyone at the bottom. And it's basically the whole movie is. Oh, and a major thing to it is at the beginning of every month, it gets randomly reshuffled. You're still with your cellmate, but it goes down or up. Like you could end up at a completely different level.
Huh.
So you could potentially end up at a level where they get no food, or you could end up at a level that's where you get all the food, and it just is completely randomized. And the entire movie is basically just this character, and it's just viewing how his psyche gets, like, how his psyche goes through this process of not having food, what he needs to do to get food, or when he has the food, how he reacts to having it, how he tries to change the entire system. And it's just very interesting character study, which is exactly what I like in movies. So that's the platform. It's on Netflix. Highly recommend it.
Very cool.
Awesome. Yeah, that's in my queue, and I've heard good things and I've heard bad things. So I've just haven't got around to it, but I definitely want to see it.
Yeah, no, it was definitely not what I expected when I like read the description and went through and then watched the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was
it was
thinking of Cube when I read the description.
It's similar to Cube, but
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
more focused on the one
Social.
guy.
Yeah.
yeah. But it's definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it. I liked it.
Nice. All right, Bri, you're up next.
I, having been in lockdown for thousands of years, have blown through everything you could watch. So I'm going back. I actually started watching Sherlock again. The series with Doctor Strange in it. So
I don't think
it's
it's his
a
real name.
crossover.
Bendy
It's
Snitch
a
Cucumber
crossover
Batch.
show. He loves penguins. So
Penguin.
that's one of the reasons why I started watching the show. No, it still holds up. It's so well done. Just the mystery alone. I love shows where they don't give you the answers and then you have to watch the person on screen struggle to uncover everything. You actually get to uncover this in your own mind, and it actually makes you feel more part of the activity and the action that's happening. I am just at the end of season 1. There are 4 seasons, and you can see them on Netflix. It's an older show, but if you have not seen Sherlock, definitely check it out. It's really good, and it's almost in the format of a mini series. Each season is like a mini series. There's, I think, maybe 3 or 4 episodes in each, and they're quite long, almost the length of a movie each episode is. So it really pulls you in, and you can watch one episode and not feel bad that you're not coming back for a couple days or a week. So highly recommend Sherlock on Netflix. Check them out if you haven't already.
Cool. All right, thank you, Bri. I'll wrap things up with my recommendation for tonight is the movie Host from 2020, directed by Rob Savage, starring Haley Bishop, Gemma Moore, Emma Louise Webb, Redina Drendova, Edward Leonard, and Carolyn Ward. This is the Shudder exclusive about a haunted Zoom call that you may have been hearing hitting the news because people love it. It takes place basically in our time, the pandemic situation. So it is very relatable, particularly if you've had any kind of Zoom calls with anybody else, or like what we're doing right now. This is exactly it. We're on a Discord call, but it's
spoiler. We are the movie.
It is great. It's more or less a riff on Blair Witch and Paranormal Activity, but way more fun. It's played for not exactly laughs, but there's some humor to be had, and it's very quick. It does it in, I think, under an hour.
Yeah.
So it's
51 minutes.
Yeah, it's very quick. They do a great job with jump scares. They're not just thrown at you for no reason. Plus, the digital limitations of Zoom also serve to enhance the suspense. Pretty cool there. Basically, it's about the dangers of mocking powers you don't understand and ignoring the advice of experts. So there's a bit of a social commentary there too. And it's just a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I've seen quite a few of these movies that take place online, but these were all before the pandemic. So having this as that added flavor, that layer, just made it all more realistic and it's just a lot of fun. It kind of reminded me of something that you'd watch at Halloween just to kind of get in the mood of Halloween, you know?
Yeah.
So if you have Shudder, I would highly recommend that.
Yeah.
Check it out. It is tons of fun. Host. All right,
The,
guys.
The director of that I was listening to NPR today.
Yep.
He
Joanna
had an
pinged me.
interview. He just got a 3-picture deal with Blumhouse.
Yep.
So it's going to be cool to see what he comes up with.
Yeah, just the technical expertise required to do all that.
Right.
Was pretty
And they
damn
did it.
good.
They did it quick. He said he did it in 12 weeks. The entire thing. Yeah.
And all the people did their own stunts.
Yep.
And yeah, because they're actually in lockdown.
Yep.
And this was filmed early in the lockdown too. So
I haven't seen it, but after listening to that interview today, I definitely would like to see it.
It's just fun, and it's not serious cinema in any
Right.
It's and it is similar to some of the other things that I've seen that take place in a Zoom call or online,
Right.
whatever. But so
7-day free trial, folks.
exactly. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you prefer. We don't care. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review. Meanwhile, you can find us at lovecrafttapes.com with links to all our hashtag recommendos and social media channels, including Reddit, YouTube, and our Discord server, where you can chat with us in real time. You can find me on Twitter at Lovecraft Tapes.
And if you're a big fan of big books, you can hit me up on Twitter at The Real Weird Kid.
And if you want to feed the feud between me and Pee Wee Herman, you can find me at Lovecraft Gabe.
And I would just like to say I'm very happy to be back doing this again. So you can find me on Brian Podcasts.
Until next time, roll for a bicycle built for 3.
Bring, bring.